The SEC is being mentioned a ton at Big Ten media days and the ACC media days, but not in a good way. And hey, Longhorn legend Jamal Charles stops by. Locked On SEC starts right now.
You are Locked On SEC, your daily podcast on the Southeastern Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
And what's up, everybody? Welcome into Locked On SEC. It's great to have you guys along. I'm Gordy. Thanks for making Locked On SEC your first listen every day. Shout out to our everydayers. We're free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, covering your team every day. And today's episode brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use our code LOCKEDONCollege, get $20 off your first purchase. All right, Big Ten and ACC media days going on this week, and they're talking a lot on the SEC. In the words of Will Smith, keep your bleeping name out my mouth. Tony Petitti and the rest of the Big Ten, they're in Las Vegas for Big Ten media days. And of course, we know when the SEC was down in Destin for their media days, the SEC had some pamphlets on hand. Greg Sankey mentioned it to us that, gave it to the media at the spring meetings, just kind of pointing out that the SEC is the best conference of college football. Here's the metrics why. Well, Petitti was asked about his thoughts on that, and he said, I'm not going to comment on what any one conference does. We stand by what we do in the Big Ten. I think the national results have shown past couple seasons, we stand by how much tougher our league has gotten. Then you throw in our travel, and while our schools protect their home fields, I think it speaks for itself. Of course, there's a lot of debate going on what's going to happen with the college football playoff, and the Big Ten has been pretty staunch, and they would like to have 4 automatic bids. Well, at one point, Petitti specifically referenced the idea of an 8-4 overall team from the Big Ten possibly being in there as a playoff team, saying that's a good record. He described a scenario for a team that went 6-3 in a premier conference in a 9-game slate and could stumble in the non-conference. He said, if you're 6-3 in the Big Ten, I would argue that's a good record. And if you stumble in the non-conference, I don't think that should disqualify you. As for the 8-4 overall record, Petitti made the case that such a winning percentage would get you into the postseason across every other sport. He also said college football has conditioned ourselves into the belief that teams with a blemished record do not get to play for a national title. Yeah, look, this is the tough part, right? Like, not all schedules are created equal. We talked about it. Right? Indiana played one ranked opponent all last year. It was Ohio State. They got their butts beat. Yet the playoff committee went, well, you won your other games, so we're going to put you in. Again, how do you do this when one team plays one top 25 team and say a team in the SEC plays 6 top 25 teams and goes 3-3? It's 3 3 losses, but it's 3 good losses to 3 top 25 teams and then 3 monster wins over top 25 teams. So this is where it gets really tough in deciding who gets in. And you got a group sitting in a ballroom in Dallas trying to figure this thing out based off metrics or whatever. But again, they have yet to show so far in the 4-game playoff, format, now the 12-team playoff format, that a good non-conference loss, doesn't really help your case much. They have not given those people benefits of the doubt. It's more, hey, if you beat up on the Citadel, well, you get points for that. But if you went on the road and lost to Clemson, we are not giving you any credit for that. So that's where it gets kind of crazy. All right, other happenings at media days. How about at ACC media days? SMU coach Rhett Lashlee sticking up for the ACC. Now, first off, it's weird because you just got in the ACC, so you beating your chest for them. You just got there. And, oh, by the way, had to say, yeah, we don't need any kind of money or payout. Just put us in here. We'd like to be a member. During interviews with the media, he was talking about how the ACC is tied with the Big Ten with 3 championships in the last 15 years. Took a shot at the SEC, calling it more top-heavy. Rhett Lashlee saying, quote, the SEC has had the same 6 schools win the championship since 1964. Not a single one has been different since 1964. That's top-heavy to me. That's not depth. Yeah, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, LSU, Florida, and Auburn have all represented the SEC as national champions in that time. Our buddy John Neighbors even pointed out, why did he stop at 1964? Well, prior to that, Arkansas had won a championship, so it's convenient. Here's the other part, too. I mean, the SEC just expanded in recent years, right? Like, they were 12 teams for a long time, and then, added Texas A&M and Mizzou a decade ago to go to 14, and then they just had Texas and Oklahoma to go to 16. So, those 6 members he's talking about were 6 members in the 12-team conference. So 6 out of 12 winning national championships in the last, whatever, 50 years. That's good odds. That's not top heavy. That's over half the league winning national championships. So again, it was some talking point that some idiot probably gave him, at ACC Media Days, and he thought it sounded cool. But I will say, you're the SMU coach. You probably need to pipe down. His 2 best wins last year were Louisville and Pitt. I would recommend maybe don't lose another Fenway Bowl before you start spouting off on the SEC. SMU probably would have finished somewhere around 10th in the SEC last year had they played an actual SEC schedule. So, again, go Rhett Lashlee. Look, he's, in all honesty, we want to be nice to him because he's probably going to be the future Arkansas head coach at some point if Sam Pittman stumbles at all. So we'll try to be nice to Rhett Lashlee, but thought that was a little ridiculous, him going to bat for the ACC. And how about back in the Big Ten, Curt Cignetti? Oh, boy, we cannot let him off the hook. Curt Cignetti, the Indiana head coach, is not apologizing about the way his Hoosiers got into the playoff last year. Of course, they at Media Days this week, Adam Rittenberg of ESPN talking with Cignetti and asked him about the grumbling about his team making it in the playoff last year. He said, when a newbie like us breaks into the status quo, it's going to create some waves. The team comes out of nowhere, but nothing's earned, not given. There's no entitlement. Specifically asked about SEC circles being critical. He said, nobody deserves to be in the playoffs because they've been in the playoffs 4 of the 5 past years. Do it on the field. If you get upset by a couple teams, you shouldn't get upset by it. Need I point out that at Indiana, like I said, they played 1 ranked team all last season, Ohio State, and you lost by 23. They did not play a team with a winning record prior to week 12 last season. So Indiana, by the way, this was to further this conversation. Cignetti was asked about his schedule this year. He said there was a scheduling philosophy that began before I was hired, but I did not sign off on it upon being hired before our first season. So the bottom line is we pick up an extra home game. We play 9 conference games, the 2 best conferences in college football. Any guy that's objective will tell you it's the Big Ten and the SEC. 12 of the 16 SEC teams play 3 group of 5 teams and an FCS team, 1 less conference game. So we figured we would just adopt the SEC scheduling philosophy. Some people don't like it. I'm more focused on our 9 conference games. What he's referencing is their Indiana's non-conference schedule this year is Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, and Indiana State. Look, their Big Ten schedule, their 2 tough games this year at Oregon and at Penn State. Again, Indiana for a second straight year has a cakewalk of a schedule. 2 tough games. They only have to get up for at Oregon and at Penn State. If they win both of those, again, even if they lose them both, they'll probably be knocking at the door going, hey, we're 10-2. We deserve to get in. The thing we don't talk enough about, I don't care who you lost to. Who'd you beat? Who'd you beat? If you have 3 or 4 quality wins, that's what matters most. Like, this is what's ridiculous about it. He went on to say, Curt Cignetti, you want to decide the playoff spots on the field and make sure everyone's strength of schedule is what it needs to be. Let's make everyone play 9 conference games. Again, this is what the SEC goes into. We've talked about it. The SEC plays some tough non-conference games week 1. LSU's playing at Clemson. Texas is playing at Ohio State. Even Auburn, I give them credit. They're going on the road and playing at Baylor on a Friday night. Like, these are the games that the SEC goes above and beyond to try to play, whereas the Big Ten just plays, like we said, Indiana, Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, and Indiana State. And if you want to get so up in arms about playing a 9th conference game, what if LSU decided, let's take the road trip at Clemson off the schedule, non-conference, and let's give them a conference game. Let's give them Mississippi State. Has that dramatically improved LSU's schedule? No, it's made it worse. No offense to Mississippi State. It's just saying we're adding another conference game doesn't mean it's going to be a tough team. Doesn't mean it's going to be a tougher schedule. So I just think that that's absolutely ridiculous. And again, the folks like Colin Cowherd and others that have been taking shots at the SEC this week, ridiculous. Take a seat. The SEC will be back in the national championship game this year, and hopefully, God willing, winning it. And we can shut up all these idiots spouting off at the mouth about the SEC. All right, when we return, I had a great conversation with Longhorn legend Jamal Charles. Of course, didn't play in the SEC, but he's an SEC guy now. So want to bring in that conversation. He's doing a tremendous thing with Bush's Baked Beans. So when we return, our conversation with the NFL great and Longhorn legend Jamal Charles coming your way next. Hey guys, have you ever decided at the last minute to head to a ball game with your friends or family? Maybe it's game day. You suddenly realize you want to be in that number. You want to be in the stands. That's exactly where our friends at Game Time come in. It is the easiest way to grab last minute tickets without the stress. And they are going to help you save money, extra money you can use on concessions, merchandise, whatever it is at the game. Download the Game Time app right now. They are going to make buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get the first pitch. And they've got incredible last minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that is going to take the worrying out of buying. If you're tired of endless scrolling, trying to find the best deal, they've got a thing called Zone Deals that's going to pick the best seats in your section for you. And of course, the seat views right in your app before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect before you get to the game. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use our code LOCKEDONCollege, get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem our code LOCKEDONCollege, get $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. It's last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Run along here from SEC Media Days, and great to talk with current players, former players, and a guy who's a Longhorn great, a two-time first-team All-Pro, four-time Pro Bowler, BCS national champion, most importantly, helped me win several of my fantasy football leagues. The great Jamal Charles joins us on behalf of Bush's Baked Beans and the Hot Honey Grillin' Beans. Jamal, welcome in, man.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be partnered with Bush's Grilling Beans this year. Also bringing in tailgate. Tailgate this year with I got some bold boots on. That's what I ain't take the boots off yet, but I'm gonna take them off in a few minutes to show the camera.
I'm gonna take a picture of them. Yeah, those are pretty fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the picture. I'm gonna take them off, but I'm styling on game day. I got to make a bold on that game day. I got to be right, so I'm making my. I don't like to really eat a lot of meat on game day, so yeah. I do a lot of plant based. So okay. I get I still get my protein with my Bush's Grilling Beans, though. Yeah. So I'm excited to just be a partner with Bush's Grilling Beans this year.
Now it's funny. I talked to Todd Gurley about this last year. I said, "What do you know about tailgating?" And he was like, I haven't done a ton. Yeah. Because as a player, you can't tailgate. You're getting ready for the game and all that. So. Post-playing career, are you getting a little bit more into game day stuff?
Oh yeah, last year, the year before, I was because I played in Kansas City, and they was a big tailgate in Kansas City. But I'm like, man, my brother used to try to get out out there. Man, I ain't going out there. Man, I get blasted by them people out there if I go out there. Yeah. But I was able to experience it last year. It was crazy, man. Like 2 years ago, but last year I went out there. I had like a line just follow me everywhere I went. Yeah. So I tried to eat I had an eating contest with last year eating brisket nice. Sandwich, but it was pretty fun just able to experience tailgating with the music and drinks. I was getting into it. Let's go.
Where are you more beloved, in Austin, Texas, or Kansas City?
Kansas City.
Really?
Yeah. No, I think I'm beloved in Kansas City.
That's
I spent like a decade there of my career there, and it was, And
it was like they went from one great in Priest Holmes to you. It's like it's not even fair. Now they got to go to quarterback.
Oh yeah, now it's definitely Pat and Travis Kelce. They are basically made Kansas City into like a state that you really want to go to. You know what I'm saying? It's called Show Me State, but they made it to a state that you want to go watch the game before. You know what I'm saying? Like Kansas City got one of the historic stadiums in NFL history, so a lot of people got to experience that before they die. So just experience going to Arrowhead, the lawless stadium in the world. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to be like, why couldn't we be doing this winning when I was here? I mean, winning rings left and right.
We was winning, but we wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? We led the foundation. I can be happy that I led the foundation there. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And it's taught a lot of kids under my wings, a lot of players, like how to be a professional, how to be a player, how to approach the game. And they saw me, and I was just happy that that they learned from me, and I get that from Travis, because when I first came in, Travis used to follow me everywhere.
Oh really?
Yeah, when he got drafted, and the kid was amazing how he was able to get open and make plays and score like touchdowns from like 40 yards. Like he did. He had an awesome career.
And now he's not even the most popular person in his household. I mean, it's crazy.
He made it that way.
We're talking with Longhorn great Jamal Charles. Have you officially switched allegiances yet? Are you Team SEC now?
Yeah, I'm definitely Team SC. My team is there. I had to. You know what I'm saying? So I had to because University of Texas. We trying to come in, not saying we're going to dominate, but, we got our shoes to fill each and every week. You know what I'm saying? These teams that are in the SEC is no slouch over, like in the Big 12. Like, I feel like you can more relax. But now, like, we playing in a division where you can't relax or you're going to get embarrassed.
Yeah. It is crazy to say this, Jamal, but 20 years ago, you and the Texas Longhorns hoisted the national championship. Does it feel like it's been 20 years? It doesn't feel like it's been 20 years. It doesn't
feel like, people keep saying it, and it doesn't feel that at all. It feels weird, like more like 15 years, not, you know what I'm saying, like 20 years. So, it's just it's crazy how people bringing up the 20 years and making it like, man, I feel like I'm old, man. Come on, man, you can't say 20 years.
It is wild though. I mean, talk about one championship can change a life for everybody. Like VY, Vince Young, everywhere he goes, he's still beloved and known for that game. Because if y'all lose, it's a great season, it's a great career, but
nobody
the
remembers.
Legacy changes
yeah,
because
nobody
y'all win
remembers.
that game.
Yeah, I think everybody's life changes. I think I wouldn't even be here if I won a national championship. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody's life changes. Just being able with what we did that year and winning, it was, incredible. I haven't won after I won that. I haven't won like that ever again. Experienced that feeling, that taste that other people would love to feel again, like winning a Super Bowl. And that was my only Super Bowl, and it was special to me. And it only happened because I was 19. I sucked, though. And I couldn't go nowhere. And I was at the hotel. They was going out at the club. I was 19. Coach Brown said, I had to stay there and drink Gatorade and play video games all night. So
it's probably for the best. Probably for the best. But
they was going out with Master Cunningham. I was like, man, y'all going out? We going to the mansion. I'm like, man.
Coincidentally, McConaughey, the team still hangs out with him all the time. So it is wild, too. Texas, I mean, they've become kind of running back you here the last 2 decades, I would say. It started, with you and, of course, Bijan, Roshan Johnson, Jonathan Brooks, and this current group. C.J. Baxter's back healthy with Trey Wisner, who was awesome. What do you make of this backfield this year?
I think it's exciting to watch, you know what I'm saying, with Braxton being out, you know what I'm saying, that he's going to be hungry, dedicated to show people, you know what I'm saying, he's still that top running back. And it's going to bring the best out of him, you know what I'm saying, being like competing with each other. I think you're going to have a sharp mirror of time of like your opportunity. Like you get the ball, you got to make the best, because if not, everybody got to get a chance to get the ball. If you don't do nothing with it, he's only going to feed the person that, you know what I'm saying, that keep on changing the game and keep on making an impact on the game. I feel like it's going to bring a high competition between all the running backs now. Baxton is back, and you know what I'm saying, Wazoo had a great season last year, so they know that this year there's an opportunity. Like everybody's excited about Arch, but I'm excited about the running back, because they know they got to make the best of the opportunity when they get the ball. Yeah,
and you got to be balanced. Give me your thoughts on Arch. I mean, it seems like, all the hype and everything. I say this. I mean, he still is. He was a top recruit, but even if his name was Arch Davis, there would be high expectations. The Manning name does bring a lot with it, but I mean, like, I've interviewed the guy a couple of times, and I'm taken aback by how mature he is, grounded. He gets it. That's the best way to describe it.
I like it, man. The kid is humble, man. The kid is really, like, down to earth. Like, he came up to me and like, hey, man, my daddy love you. You know what I'm saying? I did a show with his daddy one time. He just come up to say stuff like that. Like, some kids won't even want to come up to me, but just having him, like, and just hearing, like, how the kids respect him, all the other kids, like, man, he got so much swag. He bring a different energy, you know what I'm saying, that when they were saying Quinn was squad, he bring a different energy than Quinn. And I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. So just seeing him, like, the way he moved, like, mature and humble and just basically, you know what I'm saying, knowing that he's the opportunity that's coming up, he's seen that before. You know what I'm saying? He's seen that. He been in a room with at the high of other people's times with his uncle, you know what I'm saying? He been in the lows of both. So he knows the game. You know what I'm saying? I think he's more burning the torch towards his father. You know what I'm saying? His father is like, he want to prove his father. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's something in that too.
You know what you don't want to hear, Jamal Charles? Man, my granddad loved you. You don't want to hear that. That means you're getting old.
Yeah, nah. I have kids now come to me. Their dads come in like, man, I told them to check up your highlights, and they go back and I see them, man, you was amazing.
It is a little like VHS and DVD.
Yeah.
It is
better.
A little while you go back and watch highlights from like 2000. You're like, why does this look so old? This wasn't that long ago.
It's better than the highlights back in CDs.
Yeah, even the national championship highlights from 2005. It's like the box screen. It wasn't widescreen yet. I was like, oh gosh, this
we
looks so
spoiled now. Like we so spoiled these days.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite memory from that night? By the way, I meant to ask you.
From the
championship.
Yeah, I mean, not really. It just was a blur. Like I was still shocked when we won, and it was just like, man. And then like I didn't really do nothing. I just stayed in the hotel that night, and I was roommates with Jamaica Finley, and we was just looking and just talking about the next year.
God, there's so many pros on that team.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like almost everybody on the team made it to the league.
And like on both teams was you know what I'm saying? USC team, like the amount of players on both teams that went on, like it was incredible. Like that it was. We had pros. We didn't even know it, but it was pretty cool to have that game.
So we're talking with Longhorn legend Jamal Charles. He is here on behalf of Bush's Baked Beans and the Hot Honey Grillin' Beans. And you got some boots. We're getting a picture of the boots, but
I'm gonna take them off.
You're gonna take them off. What? So they designed these boots, and what? It's what I understand. Fans will get 2 chances to win their own pair of these.
Oh yeah, for tailgate, you got to have a bold statement on tailgate. So I'm definitely turning up on tailgate. You don't see the details in it.
Those are nice.
They got thermon heated right here, so when you go in the sun, this basically you can't touch it.
Warm your feet.
Warm my feet up, and then I'm gonna need it for the cold when the sun out. You know what I'm saying? But the details on it is really pretty. I like the most about these. I try to wear it with my you see the flame, but they said guys don't do that, so I had to put my pants on my shoes. I was like, all right, then I'm gonna do what y'all told me to do. I wanted to come with a bold statement.
Nice, I like it. The website is bushesbeanbqboots.com. And it's going to drop on July 22nd through July 29th. You go there, register, get 2 chances to win your own pair of these boots that Jamal Charles is sporting. Pretty cool. As Sam Acho says, hello to you. We got Longhorns everywhere.
I see.
So these are good. Load up on these at the tailgate?
Load up on the tailgate. Hot and honey.
Beans.
Yeah. Hey, got my own beans, baby.
Damn, like that.
I don't know which camera I'm going to. Yeah, there we go. Grilling, Bush's Grilling Beans.
I love it.
Hot and honey, baby. Let's go.
So go to the website again, bushesbeanbqboots.com. You can register, get your pair of these boots, and you can be wearing these on campus in Austin Hall?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be wearing this on game day. We got another partnership with them at the Cotton Bowl, so I'm going to be out there. So come to the Cotton Bowl this year for the Bush's Grilling Beans. We're going to have a booth.
Oklahoma got better.
They don't scare me. We got better too. I be trying to stay humble.
What was your record against them?
2-1.
Ooh, okay. So they got you.
I could have been 3-0. I should have been 3-0. No, I'm 2-1, not 1-2.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They got one for you.
They got one for me, but man, that game still hung me. It should have been 3-0. I was going in the end zone. They know, and I got the ball hit me from the ball. I was going in the end zone by the score, and the ball came. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
that still hung me for this day, man. Hope, man, but I'm 2-1 against them.
I know you're in the Texas Hall of Fame. You're going in this year. We gotta get you in the Pro Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm in the Texas Hall of Fame. I'm in the state of Texas Hall of Fame. I'm in my Port Arthur Hall of Fame. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I'll be in the Chief Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah, I think Pro Football Hall of Fame, man. What you did, you're one of the best backs ever.
I mean, I hope so. I hope my numbers speak. My numbers match some of the people that's in the Hall of Fame. So, it'd be a blessing to see that the time come that they see what I did as a running back. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like having one of the records, like four touchdowns as a running back, as a wide receiver, having 190-yard wide receiving yards as a running
your
back.
Wikipedia page, I had to scroll down with all your accolades, everything you've done, man. Congrats on all your success, Jamal.
Thank
appreciate
you.
you taking some time. And again, on behalf of Bush's Baked Beans, really appreciate you coming out, man.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back right after this. All right, thanks again to Jamal Charles for joining us. Great stuff with him, and we will see if the Texas Longhorns can get it done this year. They were picked preseason by the SEC media poll to win the conference this year, so can they break through and do it? That is the big question. Although most people seem to think it's going to be Texas and Georgia and Atlanta, Alabama and LSU, the next two teams behind them. So seems like it's going to be some kind of variation of those four teams. Could somebody else break through? South Carolina, Florida, a lot of wild cards in the hunt. Ole Miss, Mizzou, Oklahoma. So plenty of teams in the mix there. We will see what happens. Hey, I want to thank you guys for making Locked On SEC your first listen every day. For your second listen, you can check out the Portal Show, Brian Smith. He's got all the latest rumors, portal entries, signings, recruiting news, and much more. You can be the most informed fan on the rapid changes to the college football landscape. Find the Portal on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. I'm Chris Gordy. We got more to come throughout this week. If you have, if you're wanting to check it out here on Locked On SEC, again, great conversations with a lot of different people. John McDade, you don't want to miss that. We're going to have that conversation for you this week. Ahead of SEC officiating, we asked him what we ask him every year: what is targeting, holding, review process. Gives a really good insight, behind the scenes look at what goes on in the SEC office when it comes to officiating and coaches asking for them to review plays, look at film, all that kind of stuff. So you don't want to miss that conversation coming to you this week on Locked On SEC. Our thanks to Paul Feinbaum for having us on the show on Tuesday. Great stuff there. And remember to subscribe to Locked On SEC if you don't already. Click the subscribe button right there on the bottom of your screen. I'm Chris Gordy. This has been Locked On SEC. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Coming back and see us.
Oh, yeah. For tailgate, you got to have a bold statement on tailgate. So I'm definitely turning up on tailgate. You don't see the details in it.
Those are nice.
They got thermon heated right here. So when you go in the sun, this basically, you can't touch it.
Warm your feet.